right, guys, how is it going? Welcome. We're going to be going over today in episode number 2 of the Esports Masters Podcast. We have got some glorious people ready and waiting. It's Team Reign. We got a couple people from the team ready to hang out, talk to us about how they do things, what's going on in the background, a little bit of the details that you guys may want to know, because these guys are some champions among champions, and they, again, going to give us a little bit of insight of just how they do things a little bit. So, without further ado, we do have them in the background, but I want to let you guys know, don't forget to go ahead and go to the description here on YouTube if you guys want to go ahead and click on the links down there. You'll find all my social medias and my 2 new channels. I do have a tech podcast or this podcast here, tech channel, and a mobile channel, which I'll be going over product reviews and things that'll be pretty relevant to the space as far as keyboards, mice, headsets, anything that could go with your mobile device that'll either help you game or be more productive, such as iPad cases and or just really nice trinkets and everything. So if you guys want to check those out, feel free to do so. The links will all be in the description. But again, thank you guys for showing up today. It's going to be great. The conversation should be good because, again, we have 3 wonderful people here. We have 3 wonderful people here in the background ready to go. And without further ado, let's go ahead and fly into them. Hello, guys. Welcome. All right, guys. So we have Faultless, we have Vinily, and Myline here with us. Feel free to go ahead and introduce you guys yourselves. Give us a little background of, you and what your guys' roles are for the team.
Leading the team for the last couple of years.
Okay.
Then we continue.
Okay, next to me, I am Yegor. I am Venali, my nickname in the game Critical Ops. I am sniper of Team Reign. I am 18 years old, so I can drink in Russia everything and play Critical Ops tournaments and win everything. We won Worlds at it. Later about it, later. What else? I'm just cool, man. Like, chill, someone, easygoing person, yeah. Skills of my English language, English school, Big Ben. Next, my line, let's go.
Hello, guys. I'm Yuri Piturenko. I'm the best player at the world. MVP at every tournament. I don't need to introduce myself. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you definitely. What I'd say is, you've gotten MVP for so many things, and then Faultless. You have some of the absolute most experience as far as being in the professional scene. I believe at the end of Worlds, you had the top most games out of anyone in the entirety of all the professional scene with the most in-game time across the board.
Yeah, actually, it sounds kind of fancy. I spent the most time from everyone in the scene in the game. But apparently, at least paid off. We managed to win something really valuable.
Yeah, Worlds is no joke. Being able to take that among everyone, again, across all regions, across the board, everyone just taking it all the way through. Just, again, kind of a round of applause for you on that one. And overall, you've won Worlds and and some other championships, but just for, laying out the ground floor here for everybody who may or may not know, just give us a little bit of backstory about, the accomplishments of Reign as a whole. Not just some of the big ones, but maybe some of the smaller ones too.
Actually, I guess we have to start how it was created. Actually, that was the idea of listing Shasha. That was back to the 2017. Since then, we had lots of different people and rosters on board that mostly we prefer stability. And I'm currently being in the team for more than 3 years, and Shasha for more than like 5 years straight, and that's really good to see some people like that staying and rooting for their teams in mobile games without contracts, without any stability, and that's just impressive to see such enthusiasts as Shasha. And I guess he's the reason, like the key reason why we keep our roster stable and we can win more than others. But it wasn't that good when we started in 2017. Reign wasn't the best team or even close, and most of the wins came near the 2019, I guess. So it cost us a lot of time to get kind of closer to a tier 1 scene and show up. But our first achievement started in, I guess, yes, 2019, and before on ESL tournaments, COL, circuits, and we were the first team to ever win 3 circuits in a row. I guess that's kind of it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been around for a good minute in the critical ops scene, and 3 circuits in a row, and then, I mean, sure, there was a skip in one, but and then coming back and being able to not only take worlds, I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, even though, you know, there was a gap in there, you know, the skill sets hadn't changed. Through that time frame, I mean, I'm assuming you guys were still practicing and doing things and playing in other tournaments as well, to make sure that you're prepared to do the massive comeback that it was to where you guys came to do, you know, win worlds.
We kicked ballast. Like, you know, I can answer. We kicked ballast. We have the, I think 2022 was not really good year for Reign because of 4th circuit. Circuit 4, we lost like idiots, like truly idiots, because of DQ'd and not even qualified on main tournament. And circuit 5 as two. I don't remember why. Okay. Circuit 4. Gainsey didn't come on match. We lose our map like Legacy and lose to G9, I think. Yeah, to G9 on Village.
No, it was Fallen Knight. Fallen Knight didn't came.
No. Молчи, сынок, ты еще не был в команде.
Okay.
Circuit 4 and Circuit 5, Fallen Knight was ill, and he thought, oh my god, I am ill, please, someone, can you call me and tell that there is match, man. We type it in chat. There is match that time. He answered that he joined. He didn't join. We lose everything. Lose confidence, lose everything, man, lose everything. But Worlds, next step of our team, next step. We took Symbole. I don't know if you heard about him before, but Symbole was quite no name quite. Like нюшечка. And Faultless, всех долбил. Like, he teach him cool way. And Shusha reborn in Ergen, like a really good coach. But not for me. If you ask me about Shusha, I will tell, not Shusha in this game, not Shusha in my head, please. But for team, because it's not really a secret, but Shusha, see our gameplay, see our atmosphere from my screen. I was streaming for Shusha. And he always told me something to do. He called me to do something. Oh my god, it's so bad was. I don't know. We like practicing a lot. We are shouting on each other a lot. We are quarreling, but after this we searched a way to speak with another, to understand each other, and to be a really good team. I think it was the hardest way of my life this year, just because of this Team Reign. That's all what I want to say. Next.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, again, you put in the work. You guys have learned how each other have done, and honestly, yeah, I personally had not really known, Symbole, like you're saying, that before he actually came on and really, I say proved himself fairly well, and being able to do what he does and kind of fill that void. And I hate that it happened in season 4 where just unfortunately things fell apart. But when it comes to some of the best teams, you guys are picking it up and bringing it back. Something bad happened, yeah, okay, but you're able to pick that right back up, be like, all right, so let's not do that again, and just be able to, and then be able to come back so hard that you're able to take the world championships, which obviously it seems to be that's going to be the new norm moving forward. So there should be some more world championships or to continue to move forward, as far as I'm aware. So with now, there are some little hearsays that there might be something above that, but I guess we'll just kind of have to see where that runs, and if the developers do make another set of series above Worlds, which I think would be great. I don't know if they're going to intermingle everything or not, but if you have to play in some of these other ones to be able to make it into the next ones, which I think would probably be good for retention-wise for teams, to be able to keep them through and be able to have the same people. But overall, I think that's pretty good. Is there anything specifically that you guys do, especially like in game or anything like that, when it comes to getting like just up to the point? I mean, is there like a regiment that you guys do like the first hour before a match that you guys do to get ready?
I guess I must speak from the team side. Vanilla Online will say some personal things. How do they prepare for the match? Whatever. There's always a couple of scrims for better preparation with some European teams, but mostly the game day is the most important, and we prefer not to play during this day before the match because it just gives you feeling of being tired or exhausted of the game, and you just have to be motivated and ready for the match, because Worlds Finals was first ever best of 7 to be played. So that was kind of new for every single guy of us, and it took a lot of time, courage, and I guess it was us lots of news, because losing in the finals and finishing the first day like that was pretty tough. But we always kind of prepare and invest psychologically, just in discussing some important things that we should do or shouldn't totally do, and just discussing some strats. Personally, I do prepare for the match in the TDMs for like 10-15 minutes, because everything that goes above is kind of making you just play worse. So most of the preparation going before the match day, so you can have energy and to be in a good mood to play the game. So, and before the game, we totally spend lots of times on empty maps to discuss some strats or just fixing our own mistakes in the scrims. But the most important part, I guess, is to know how is your opponent playing. And Worlds Finals was pretty tough because we had not too much info about Battle Vision, and huge respects to them. It was a team that changed almost every single thing. How do they play for like some unbelievable and new features that we never seen. But we actually spent lots of time watching their matches from Circuit S1 up to Circuit S5 and some World games. And they were really different against us. And it was nice to see that people getting prepared that much for a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, with that match with you going those 2 days with Evil Vision was just absolutely nuts. I mean, day one didn't look too good, and I'm just like, but you guys, the one thing that impressed me the most with Reign as a whole is the ability to adapt, and that's a huge thing where you're saying that it threw everything off, everything, because and that comes from the regions. Each region plays a little bit differently, but something about South America I've seen doing Circuit that there's just something really inherently different, that just how they move and how they play is, I guess I want to say it's a bit more strategically aggressive instead of the normal kind of slow going plays that you normally see. And again, it's impressive that you're able to adapt within literally 24 hours, because day one did not go so well. You're able to turn that around and then become, the champions on day two. And I also find that interesting. So you guys don't practice at all, or the day of before the match, so you don't get that fatigue or, potentially the blues from playing, games of practicing. I'm assuming potentially the day before, you guys practice then, and then just the day of, you kind of have that relaxation and everything.
Yeah, I guess that gives us a big advantage that we're focused, motivated, and really ready to play. So the day before is the most important as a preparation. So actually, I guess sticking to that strat tactic or just that pattern is a thing that we will never deny, because that's something how we actually feel ourselves better and more confident. And I guess Vandal is ready to give his awesome commentary about his individual situation.
I think I will answer on previous question. You asked about training before Worlds, right?
Yeah.
Like some steps. First steps: call Shusha and focus to analyze our opponents. I think it was before 1 week or even more. If this match really hard will be really hard for us. After that, we are together on any map, and Shusha is talking for maybe 2 hours on 1 hour how we should play against them. After this, we are going to practice. In period of World, we didn't have really good teams for practice. I don't know why. We are playing against maybe Russian top 8 or 6 guys from CIS, and we couldn't practice against really quality maybe team. But короче, это не повлияло на результат. For Russian. For me, first step, didn't wear the cursed clothes. There are some. Okay, one minute. Я вам покажу, да.
That's default Vanally. Just imagine we're playing with him every single day. And that's the most depressing part of our figuration.
I bet you he's definitely a good person to have around when it comes to being in game and keeping everything a little bit lively, huh?
Yeah, actually, he is always talking and trying to motivate us, but whether sometimes it's too much, and after that, 3 hours of playing, you're so exhausted after that.
Sometimes you just need a little break off to the side, by yourself type of thing.
This,
Yeah.
Look. This is where of losers. Losers. Only losers can wear this on match.
So as you can see, Vanel is super related to the superstitions.
Next one for me. You should, of course, when Worlds was coming, I should be ready to give for my team everything what I do, what I can do. So I must be a really good sniper and nothing, like this. So you should train yourself every day. You should train. If you have exams at the university, no exams. Let's go training COPS. Even it was maybe a really hard nightmare, если это сумерки, конечно. So I trained a lot every day. Not like Kissel, because Kissel is like idol of training. I can't be like Kissel. Bro, he trains every day. I think he's training right now, really. He trains every day like 5,000 bots or even more. If he wants. And I don't know, maybe 8 TDMs. And every day he's training. For me, it was like 300 bots with sniper rifle and just 3 or 5 TDMs before scrims. And I think it wasn't every day. It was like 2-3 times in a week. But before the match, you must play 4 or 5 TDM for me, because I am choose to feel. I feel this game when I'm really, when I had play a lot before the really serious match. What else? And of course, you should have bottle of water or bottle of cola when you are playing COPS, because between the rounds you should chick and cut. That's all.
So definitely making sure that you're really warmed up, making sure that you're in the zone, you've gotten a couple games in, and that you're ready to go. You're not trying to. I mean, you're wanting to relax, but you definitely need to get your fingers warmed up. Make sure you're, just practicing a little bit, just to make sure that you're just not completely fresh starting into a tournament or a bigger game.
Right. Yes, подтверждаю. Maybe my line can tell us about really the best player of 2022 player, like personal training that will beat your muscles, beat your head, beat your hands. Will improve your aim and everything. Let's go, Milan. Come.
Let's see what kind of crazy shenanigans Milan has for us. Like what does the best of the best with the best score do before a big game?
Yeah, I'm actually practicing only with bots, and like 15 minutes rifle, AK, 15 minutes deagle, 15 minutes like one taps, and it's maybe 2,000 bots. Like I was doing it every day. Yeah. And before tournament day, I'm usually doing like only 1,000 bots. And before like 5 minutes of game, I'm watching some YouTube video, just for relax.
That's okay. Just 1,000 bots, right?
Yeah, a few thousand bots like every day.
Yeah. It's no big deal. Just every day, just murk out a few thousand and just call it good. I love it. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things that I think a lot of people just kind of gloss over when it comes to doing anything in general. But really coming down to gaming, it's not just you're sitting down and you're good. I mean, don't be wrong. Some days you can sit down, you hop into a game, you just taking everybody's heads off. You're just winning every day. But then, there's other days you sit down and you just can't seem to get your shot. You can't seem to have anybody fall over. And But doing that and being able to make sure that you've got that practice in for the day, and you make sure that your brain is still a well-oiled machine and ready to go for anything that it needs to. But because if you don't practice at anything, you'll lose it. And I think the saying is like to be the best at something, you have to at least put in like 1,000 hours into it. And so, I mean, you're taking off thousands of bots a day. So I think you're on the pretty good track, and I think you pretty much made it there, being the MVP of MVPs. All right, guys. So next thing we gotta figure out. We gotta figure this one out. So through all of these things, you guys have gone through so many of these tournaments, right? You guys have won so many. Is there just some of the biggest things? Just kind of give me the things you've kind of picked up the most. Some of your biggest things that you've learned winning, or at least participating in these large events. It's just something that you've learned for you personally that you've changed, or as the team as a whole that you've now changed because of these events.
Actually, I guess the most important thing that you have to learn when it comes to playing as a team, the team interest should be above your own, because that's sometimes hard to prepare, that's sometimes hard to find a compromise, but you have to work on yourself, you have to work with a team just to get better. And sometimes every single person might be selfish, arrogant, bossy, and you just don't understand each other, and you have to find a synergy and a solution for every single beef or just argument that you can't solve properly. So for us, that has been really, really long and hard road, and it actually took a lot of time to learn how to work on these mistakes. For me personally, that has been such a great experience and such a big step in my personality, I guess. During these 3.5 years, I've learned really much of the things about people, on team, on how to work with some amazing guys, amazing players, but that are struggling sometimes to find a proper way to communicate with the team, even though they're best individually. And while I was playing, I actually understood that I like trying to find a solution. I love trying to help people around to get kind of on the next level. I like teaching and helping, so I guess while I was agiling, while I was trying to get my team through this, I came to the decision that I want to be a psychologist, that I want to kind of be in the sphere and keep working, keep studying, and keep learning just how to behave, how to help people, and how to achieve everything you can and everything you want. You just some help outside. And actually, one more time, that was pretty a big lesson for me. That was match against Hammers North America. That was with Mary, Knight, and some other guys and Canals. We were losing 2-12, and that was actually depressing. That was frustrating. That was our Russian server. They had ping, and that was last map on the finals, and we were really struggling to do anything. I can't really give up. I couldn't find my game. I couldn't find right words for my team to communicate. I couldn't find right strat to defeat them. But when a person in the team is struggling, there is always someone to step in and help. And I was kind of outside of the game. And I was so surprised when my team just started showing something that I have never seen. That was next level of playing, and I couldn't understand what's happening. I was just simply doing what they're saying, and I was really happy that I see the fire in their eyes. I see them being really happy about the game, and I see them proud of themselves. I would actually managed to win a game from a 212 score, and that was T-side, and it's always hard to find a strat, but we had no agile, we had no really strats or something, and we're just relying on each other and listening to each other, trying to find the best way we could possibly have to realize in any ground. And actually really worked out, and it cost a lot of, I guess, energy and kind of power to go through that. But after that, I understood that you should never give up, and you should always rely on your teammates, and you should just trust them. You should trust the process when it's coming to a big match, something really important in your life. You have to have people around that are really interested in helping you, in winning something, in achieving something bigger than just what they have. And that was really nice to see such people around at that time.
Can I add
Yeah, sure.
something? In general, for me, there have been two main things that I learned from 2022 year. First of all, you don't no you didn't know this, but I will tell. So in spring, we all me and Faultless have such two ways. Hammers wants to pick up Faultless and me, or just Faultless, I didn't remember, for money, and we didn't go. We didn't like. We didn't agree with them. We stayed in Urgent with no like really good achievements, with no results, and it was hard to see like melody. I don't know who else. Ecstasy and later Fallen Night had a really good money for their ages, and you just realized that you was playing the game all this time, and you didn't achieve something, you didn't win money, maybe reputation, nothing. You think that, oh my god, I'm losing my time. But this year learned me that if you choose one way, that's not good really way, that shouldn't. Скажи, ясно, помоги, брат. Как, типа, путь, который выглядит очень сложным.
Path that looks hard.
Yeah, parts или path. Wait. Yeah, way that looks really hard, and you pick up him because of, I don't know, because of what? Because of your just character, I don't know, because of your person. So you shouldn't ever think that you can quit him. You can throw this way from you, and you should hard work. Oh my god, something dropped. You should hard work for maybe your dream, or just not for dream, just for your aims. That's what I reached from SOPs. And one more. Star player 1, you know this player. You know this player, yeah? You know, everyone know. He was at Reign maybe for 2 weeks or 3 weeks in that September. I not like dropped. I give him my previous iPad because he sent his previous two, And we like there was conversation with him that he will join our team, and sometimes and he will like give me back my iPad after Worlds. So he a really bad guy, but really skill. Like he has skill, but he really bad. And for me, how he bad like a person, no skill. Crash. Never mind. So he quarrels with us with no really good reasons for there no was any reasons to quarrel, but he starts being toxic and just leave our team. We lose our like really good rifler. Maybe I can even talk that he was our game change player. He would we think that he would be our game change player, but boom, he left. And life teaches me that life could... Какую же я херню хочу сказать? Ясный, помогай. Жизнь все всегда расставит на свои места.
Life always shows the right place for every single thing. I guess something like that.
Like, right. That's what I want to say in general.
I'll just help in a little bit. Yeah, we're kind of disappointed that there are some people like star player still in the community around that actually robbed family for an iPad and just can't keep his word and can't be a professional. So actually that was disappointing, and the whole situation was like 3 or 2 weeks before the Worlds, and we had to actually change the whole roster because of that. We had like less than 6 people 1 week before the championship started, and it took us lots of time and preparation to get the things done, and he really ruined some system what we had. And yeah, we actually stayed with Reign. We were loyal for all the time, and I guess that was just a karma. Actually karma that we denied every single offer we had and just relied on each other as a team. Me, Vanelli, Lon, Wives, Castle, Sunball, Sulfus, and Virgilian. I really thank every single of them for staying with us, even though we had not the best times during the 2022, but they actually were a team and believed in us, and that paid off.
I will say just one thing. Because of Faultless, I actually started listening to captains in this game. Even if the strats are bad, I listen to Faultless every time. Because he's great captain and the best.
You know, just with all of your responses, I mean, it really seems like you guys are just one of the most, like, the tightest teams with your relationships, your communication, the way you guys interact as a whole. I mean, it almost sounds like, you know, you guys are just a absolute legitimate family, brothers, you know, everybody together. And something to note back to Faultless when you're talking was, you know, you're going into the psychology of everything. So you're really on like a next level looking at people and the psychology of the game, but how they're doing, how they're feeling, and making sure that everybody is in legitimately the right headspace to be able to bring a victory home. Not just having the skills, but being able to legitimately feel like they can. And just, that is absolutely top tier, next level dedication to your players, your team, everything. I mean, that is just absolutely impressive. And I mean, to be able to do that and lead the team, and to where my line, no matter what, if he thinks it's terrible, being able to just listen and being able to just move that forward, I think that really says something about not only you as the in-game leader, but just in general to the team, and being able to do that communication is just absolutely top tier. And honestly, I think that's exactly why you guys do so well. You guys are able to make those communications, make those calls, and then, Mr. Big Brain over here with psychology, being able to actually, feel and see what, and estimate what people are going to do and how they're feeling and what actions will make them feel a certain way. I love it.
Yeah, thanks a lot for all that words you said. And yeah, we're trying to improve our communication inside the team and trying to be kind of gentle and kind to each other. But it's actually not on the best level still, but we're doing our best.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the right track. I mean, by all means, it can always, there's always something that can be better. There's always something that can be tweaked, but you guys are on just an entirely different level, being able to move and be able to know that you're not at the best. That's another big thing, is that you're not at your best or at that level. And so you're willing to do the learning. You're willing to move forward and to know that there's always something to learn, which there always is. There'll be never a point where you're just, okay, well, we're here, we're done, we've learned everything we can. No, because then team like
can I add some
Yeah, go for it.
really important thing. We for one thing that win our worlds. So faultless only every time on second round when we won pistol was buying like FP6 or shotgun and just call, I'm feeding the shotgun, let's go guys, push, and we lost every force, every next force we lost. And one day I told Photos, don't buy shotgun on second round, Photos, please, Yasny, bro, don't buy, and we gonna win world. And what Photos told me, okay man, okay, I didn't buy shotgun, let's go in round, and we won round, and we won world.
Yeah, see, sometimes it just happens. You just gotta change it up a bit. I mean, don't be wrong. Seeing somebody bust out a shotgun and just absolutely decimate is wonderful to see. But see, it works, right?
Yeah, when eco, it's okay. When eco, you could, or you should, or you can buy shotgun. But on their force, no way, you will lose.
Yeah, no, that's
like you lost your shotgun. Enemy take your shotgun, and he kill full your team because we are noobs. Pump, shotgun. GG, go next.
Just stop buying the shotgun, basically, is what I'm getting. Yeah, no.
Stop buying sniper randomly.
Yeah, and see, that's you guys got to know, and it's part of that process of knowing when and where to buy everything, and just again, it's that symmetry. Again, I love it. Overall, with the team growing and you guys always moving and doing and changing things, I'm guessing you guys you haven't stopped training and doing and what you need to, across that. So overall, is there anything this year coming forward, any new events, any new teams that you're preparing for, or anything in maybe real life that you guys have to work around to be able to make sure that everything is still at the highest point that it can be?
Yeah, let me start with game one, I guess. We're having a big project coming this year in Silves, and I guess we'll release that next week. And personally, I'll be a part of that. And I guess I'll get some raid members to help me, and a lot of dedicated and talented people will be included. Yes, I'm master.
Yeah, there is a nice little project that is coming, and to where there'll be some new information being released soon for the community, and it's really just to help everybody out as a whole, and everybody can really enjoy themselves, learn some skills, and not just be in a group or in a server. You're able to be in there and learn some things, right?
Yeah, And about something bigger, I guess we'll do our best to keep winning in 2023 with some adjustments in the team and some different changes what we're expecting. And personally, in real life, as I said, I have to finish college and go to uni, so I'll try to spend time with skills, but that's going to be hard. Anyways, let's ask finally on what are they having in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of things to be coming, especially with going off to, college or university. It's definitely a huge time thing, and it does take up a lot of your day. Speaking from personal experience, already being done with that here. I did 2 majors at once, so that was also even more fun. Definitely something it'll take some time, but by all means, if you have your regiments and your things ready to go, I think you'll do just fine.
I think we are just waiting for a roadmap so we can build our plans for this year, and I'm sure that we're gonna practice out and play first scrim in 2023, and of course it will be won. Победа, победа, ура!
I hope.
What?
Yeah. So overall, you guys are just waiting to see for that roadmap. As far as being, where I am, I have a feeling that roadmap should be coming soon. I can't tell you where I got that feeling from, but hopefully that should be coming out very soon. And, I still don't know what the roadmap is going to look like. As far as I'm aware, there should be more than what we had in the previous years. But again, we just got to wait for them to finalize everything and publish that. And everybody should have I think, a pretty good time with everything. So I guess we just got to wait for the devs themselves to really push it out there, and so we can see what the whole plans are and if there's anything new coming and anything that's bigger and better. But guys, thank you guys so much. It's been great having you guys on here. It's been awesome to really get a deeper dive, because I know there's interviews and everything that comes with Circuit and Worlds, to be able, to have a couple questions asked. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time to really sit down for pretty much an hour here to really kind of give us that deep dive into what such a amazing team does on a daily to weekly to an event basis, and what goes through that process. Because I think a lot of people, they wonder, especially starting new teams, like, hey, what do I do? Are we doing this right? They like to watch other teams do, but they only get to see the in-game stuff. But it's all that stuff that you do out of the game, the preparation, the planning, the doing, and having the psychology of the matter to really look forward and look through it all. It's huge. So I do appreciate it. I hope everybody else has enjoyed hanging out with us. I think we're almost out of time here to be able to continue on. But overall, what's up?
Thank you too for this content. Maybe for me there was a really good atmosphere. It was interesting for me. So let's continue. Maybe such parts. I don't know. Maybe a new podcast. Yeah. If you want, you can join. You can ask us, and we could join up you.
You can join RGN as content maker.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. We could definitely make some things happen, and also, again, have you guys on here again, because we'll continue to have more stuff. This as a whole being about Reign and the future and what is there to be. But there will be more episodes, of course, talking about just players in general. We may have an episode just on snipers, eventually, for you to come back to, or some of just the highest ranking players. Myline, you can come back and, again, you guys can, I guess, talk about how many bots you guys destroy on an hourly basis and what kind of practice you do to get to that point. And, we'll still have plenty of episodes to go through and because there's plenty of people who want to become snipers, and maybe don't give out all your bags of tricks, but some things to really get people started.
We lose sniper showdown, bro.
Let's go electricity.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a good time. But guys, thank you so much as well at home for watching and hanging out with us here and
actually,
being
I
able
want to
to
thank
see.
you. We got Fury the Master.
So guys, thank you so much for everything. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We will get back into this in the coming weeks. We will have some more episodes. So guys, don't forget to hit subscribe, like everything, and have all the best days and enjoying all of this. And we'll have some more episodes coming soon. And again, all my other channels are down in the description. Go ahead and hit subscribe on the tech and mobile channel. And then I've got my other socials right below that. But until next time, guys, I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys here on the next one.